Right. As far as TCM is concerned, okay, imagine if you will, this patient who have peptic ulcer, gastric ulcer, duodenal ulcer, and so on, basically have a hyperacidity condition. The body is somehow producing too much stomach acid, and this may be caused by person having a lot of stress in his or her life, right? A lot of liver overacting on the spleen and stomach. It may be caused by diet. People that eat a lot of spicy food and hot food that stimulate the stomach may also produce a lot of stomach acid. So basically the stomach acid is the heat. Okay, stomach acid is the heat. Then your TCM diagnosis really depends on where the heat is going. There are times when the stomach acid stays within the stomach, so that's your gastric ulcer. If the stomach acid goes downwards, okay, to the duodenum, then it becomes duodenal ulcer. If the stomach acid regurgitates and goes back up to the esophagus, then it becomes gastric reflux. All right, so those are basically the Western perspective of where the stomach acid goes, and same thing, you can consider them in TCM manifestations, where the stomach heat is within the stomach, or the stomach heat is traveling upwards. All right, so if the stomach heat remains in the stomach, there's heat in the middle jowl. If it goes up, then the stomach heat going to the oral mouth area, and that may cause stomatitis, may cause gingivitis, may cause bad breath. All right, so different manifestations of stomach heat, different manifestation of stomach acid. All right, so these are different conditions, and that can be treated with these different formulas. The first one is called Yu Nu Jian, which is a J woman decoction. Okay, I would say this one is a good, probably mild to moderate formula for treating stomach heat, and mostly for stomach heat that rises upwards to affect the throat and to affect the mouth. All right, and the signs and symptoms, so the condition is bad breath, is sores in the mouth, okay, or maybe gingivitis. All right, so bad breath, canker sores in the mouth, or gingivitis. Okay, so you can use this formula. It's good for that purpose. And the best way to use this formula is to use it in liquid form. Okay, not the capsules, not the tablets, is the liquid form. And the reason is because if you use the liquid form, tell the patient to gargle with it before they swallow the solution. Okay, so when you gargle with it, what happens is the herb comes directly in contact with the sore, with the gum, with the throat. Okay, it will help to give you an immediate relief for the problem that you're treating. And after they gargle with it and swallow it, the body will then absorb it, and then you'll get the systemic effect. So you'll get immediate effect and also long-term effect after the herb is absorbed. So Yu Nu Jian J woman decoction is the best formula for the stomach heat that rises upwards. All right, if the stomach heat is staying within the stomach, okay, causing stomach pain, causing gastric ulcer or duodenal ulcer, then the second formula called Qing Wei Shan, clear the stomach powder, is the best formula to use. Okay, this is a formula that clears stomach heat, and in fact there's a lot of herbs specifically to lower or decrease the production of the stomach acid. And in a second I'll tell you exactly what those herbs are. All right, the next formula is called Cai Hu Su Gan Tang, purpurum powder to spread the liver. And as the name implies, Cai Hu purpurum is a great formula for treating liver problems, right? Whether it's stress, anxiety, Xiaoyang syndrome, and so on. And what it does is it spreads the liver qi to treat the stress, and in this case is the most effective formula for treating stress ulcer. All right, so stress refers to the liver, ulcer refers to the stomach. So this is a formula for treating liver overacting on the spleen and stomach. All right, so for patients that have high stress job, where whenever they are stressed out, they have ulcer attack, this will be the best formula to use. Okay, and the last formula is called Yi Guan Jian, or linking decoction, and this is a formula mainly for treating long-term stomach problems, in which it's no longer the heat, it's not becoming more deficiency. So there's stomach qi deficiency, stomach yin deficiency. All right, so this is similar to patients who have prolonged stomach ulcer, or maybe have taken proton pump inhibitors like Nexium, Prilosec, and so on for a long time, where they now have stomach deficiency. So this is a formula more for that. Okay, for long term, where there's now more deficiency than there is excess. All right, and by the way, the numbers after each formula refers to the page number in the book, Chinese Herbal Formulas and Applications.